So what I was saying is I haven't done a Sunday chat in a while. I can't do them every week because when I go to just talk about a topic that I think sounds like a good idea, it doesn't end up being good because I have to talk about what I feel like the Lord is doing in me and speaking to me in that moment, or else it feels like fake and inauthentic. So I can't do it. But here I am, Sunday, and I was working yesterday, and it was multiple people that had brought up anxiety, like customers, and they were talking to me about their anxiety and how they can't drink coffee anymore because it like makes their anxiety worse. And I think a lot of people deal with anxiety, especially right now in the world with everything that's going on, because everything feels so uncertain and so just unknown. But the good news is a third of the kingdom is peace. So righteousness, peace, and joy. And so the opposite of anxiety is peace. So if we have anxiety in our life, we're not operating out of a place of His kingdom, out of a place of heaven's perspective. But if you don't know Jesus, you can't operate from heaven's perspective because you don't know Him. But as believers, we know Him. So if we are having anxiety, in a place of anxiety, it means there's an area of our life that we haven't surrendered to Him. We haven't fully surrendered our trust in Him. And it's easy to do. I deal with anxiety often with school, with worrying about the future, finances, all of those things, is because there are areas of my life that I feel I don't have control of. And I don't have control of the way that the outcome is, but He does. He knows the outcome before it happens. He knows our life plan. He knows every decision we're going to make before we make it. And even if we screw up and make a decision that we feel like wasn't the best, He makes everything work together for our good. And so we can sit in a place of peace, trusting that He has the answer, that He's going to work it out for our good. But if we don't believe that, we can't bring that for the world around us. So if I'm also living in a place of anxiety, I'm not going to be someone that walks in the room and carries peace because I'm worried and turmoil about my grades, about my future, about if I'm going to get a job. So then I'm not able to be outward focused to even recognize when there's people around me who need encouragement, who need uplifting, who need to feel Jesus' presence when I walk into a room. So that's why freedom is so important, because we can't change the world around us if we're walking in our own inner turmoil. But it's really easy when you're a believer to surrender that to Him, to recognize, whoa, He says to worry about nothing, pray about everything. Well, I'm actually worried about if I'm going to get a job after I graduate. But He told me not to worry about anything, pray about everything. So instead, I surrender that worry to Him. I say, Jesus, I don't know what life's going to look like in a few weeks after I graduate. I don't know what job I'm going to get. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. But I'm surrendering that to You. I'm trusting that You're a good Father. Yes, we're good stewards. We do our part. So I've applied for a bunch of jobs everywhere. But then I put it in His hands and I say, I trust You, Jesus, with my future. And just by saying that, even right now, as I said that out loud, there's like a weight that's lifted because it's saying, I trust You, Jesus, with my future, and I'm going to surrender it to You. And then you dust it. You dust it off. You don't worry about it. You don't think about it. You don't dwell on it. And there's a peace that comes. And when you're walking in peace, you're able to release peace. If you're not walking in peace, then you can't release peace to those around you. And right now in the world, people need to feel the peace of Jesus. They need to recognize that He is the answer to anxiety, to fears, to worries about the future. But if us as Christians and believers also are not walking in peace, then why would anyone want to give their life to Jesus if there's nothing different on the other side? Jesus is the answer to all of our problems and worries and shortcomings and everything, but we can't bring that to people if we don't believe it for ourselves. So that's all I wanted to say. It's super, super simple, but if you're dealing with anxiety, just take a moment to ask Him, Jesus, what is it that's causing this anxiety? What am I worried about? What haven't I surrendered to You? What am I trying to take control of in my life instead of giving it to You? And then He'll speak to you so quickly, and just you give that to Him. You say, Jesus, I'm entrusting You with this. I recognize that it's out of my control, that I can't control that. And so I release it to you, Jesus, and I trust that you're a good Father, that you work it all out for good. And let him fill you with his peace. So that's all I wanted to say. Have a lovely day. Happy Sunday.